Pariva Jagacharya, Astu Terasata, Shishimati Divine Iskun Paunacharya, Jagat Guru Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namaste Guru Dayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Pariva Jagacharya, Shishimati Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anand Guru Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से हो कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपाल गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। नावाडू मायपुर धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। जमुना माई की जय। गंजेश माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. Glory to Shri Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya. Krishna Pritai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Tritation Mr. Krishna Prabhupada Shritana. Shri Gaura Karana Sakti Bhakti Tritation. Narayana Namaskritya. Aranchai Manarutamam. Devim Saraswati Vyasam. Tato Jayamudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttama Sukhi. Bhakti Ribhavasi Nastiki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunlitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manodishka Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Padati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Suyukapadakama Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupa Sagrajata Sahagana Natham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhuitam Sadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vitamcha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopisai Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapakanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrindavan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Banchakalpataru Vyascha Kripa Sandhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanavyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. A reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 9. Prahlad pacifies Lord Narasimha with prayers. Text number 22. Satam hinitya vijitadma kuna swadharna kalo vasikrita visujya visarga sakti chakre vishristam ajayesvara sudasare ispidyam manam upakara savibu prapanam. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear Lord, O Supreme Great, you have created this material world of 16 constituents, but you are transcendental to their material qualities. In other words, these material qualities are under your full control, and you are never conquered by them. Therefore, the time element is your representation. My Lord, O Supreme, no one can conquer you. As for me, however, I am being crushed by the wheel of time, and therefore I surrender fully unto you. Now, kindly take me under the protection of your lotus feet. Purport. The wheel of material miseries is also a creation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he is not under the control of the material energy. Rather, he is a controller of the material energy, whereas we, the living entities, are under its control. When we give up our constitutional position, Jivara Swarupa Hai, Krishnara Nitya Das, the Supreme Personality of Godhead creates this material energy and her influence over the conditioned soul. Therefore, he is the Supreme, and only he can deliver the conditioned soul from the onslaught of material nature. Mam ebaye propadiante, mayam etam tarantite. Maya, the external energy, continuously imposes upon the conditioned souls the suffering of the threefold miseries of this material world. Therefore, in the previous verse, Prahlad Maharaj prays to the Lord, but for your Lordship, no one can save me. Prahlad Maharaj had also explained that a child's protectors, his parents, cannot save the child from the onslaught of birth and death. Nor can medicine and a physician save one from death. Nor can a boat or similar means of protection save a person drowning in the water. For everything is controlled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Suffering humanity must surrender to Krishna, as Krishna himself demands in the last instruction of Bhagavad Gita 1866. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam braja aham tvam sarva paribhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. All of human society must take advantage of this offer and thus be saved by Krishna from the danger of being crushed by the wheel of time, the wheel of past, present, and future. The word Nishpidyamanam, being crushed, is very significant. Every living entity in the material condition is actually being crushed again and again, and to be saved from this position, one must take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then one would be happy. The word prapannam is also very significant. For unless one fully surrenders to the Supreme Lord, one cannot be saved from being crushed. A criminal is put in prison and punished by the government, but the same government, if it likes, can release a criminal from imprisoned life. Similarly, we must know conclusively that our material condition of suffering has been allotted to us by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if we want to be saved from this suffering, we must appeal to the same controller. Thus, one can be saved from this material condition.
We're not able to hear through this properly.
Hare Krishna. Is it better? Okay. All right. A very beautiful experience is shared by Prahlad Maharaj, a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. Prahlad is praying to Lord Singhadev. My dear Lord, who is the Supreme Great, the Supreme Great. You have created this material world of 16 constituents, but you are transcendental to their material qualities. Krishna has many names. One of them is Triadish. Krishna is Triadish, means he is the Lord of the trees. He is the Lord of the three gunas. He is the master of the gunas. It is Krishna. We are controlled by the gunas, but Krishna created these gunas. Daivi is a guna mai. Krishna calls these three gunas Daivi, divine. Divine. We are not divine. So we cannot control what is divine. Although it is material energy, but Krishna says it is Daivi Shakti. So he is the controller of the three gunas. He is the Lord. Lord Krishna is the controller or the master of these three gunas. Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu. Krishna is the controller of the three of them. When we look at the creation, Krishna does not participate in the creation. So he is not seen in the creation. Therefore, foolish people, according to Prabhupada, due to profound of knowledge, thinks that Vishnu is superior to Krishna. Because there's no Krishna here. There's no Krishna. Krishna is far behind, not in the creation. Krishna comes in only to come and play his pastimes. He does not participate in it. Also for our own interest. So he comes to play the pastimes, to attract our attention. So he controlled the three modes of nature, the principal controllers of the three modes of nature. Mahavishnu, Gavatakasai Vishnu, Shirodakasai Vishnu are also controlled by Krishna. Then the three planetary systems is controlled by Krishna. So he is Triadish, the Lord of the trees. Everything in this material world is controlled by the three modes of nature. There's nothing which is outside. The only thing which controls the three modes of nature is time. You're not affected by the mode of nature. It is time. And Krishna said, I am time. This is Krishna, this Krishna position. Every one of us in this material world, we are controlled by everything that we have created. Everything. We are controlled by the things which we have also created, because this thing we have created does not belong to us also. The ingredient does not belong to us. The intelligence does not belong to us. They're given by Krishna himself. So he is the Lord of the trees. He controls everything. We make alcohol, but we are influenced by the alcohol. Just imagine how we feel when we misplace our things. How do we feel when we misplace our things? Either it is cell phone, it's an expensive dress, or shoes, or watch, or electronics. How do you feel when you misplace any of these things? How do you feel? Miserable. 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 Because we are not the controller. Krishna is the supreme controller. He controls even his expansions. When Lord Krishna spent 1 year dealing with the mystical activities of Brahma. Lord Krishna also did not want his senior brother to feel separation, so he also covered him up. So Balaram was also covered by Krishna. He will feel pains of separation, but because Krishna is doing the game, he will not feel, because he's playing everything, so he will not feel. But Balaram will feel the separation, so Krishna covers him until when the game was over, he realized that Krishna also played on him. That is Krishna. He is the supreme master of everything. So he is triadish. So Prahlad Maharaj knows the position of Lord Krishna. He is praying to Lord Sringadev. In other words, these material qualities are under your full control. But I am not fully in control like you. And you never conquered by them, which is true. I am conquered by the material energies. I am conquered and controlled by material energy. Therefore, the time element is your representation. My Lord, O Supreme, no one can conquer you. As for me, however, I am being crushed by the wheel of time. Therefore, I surrender fully unto you. Now, kindly take me under the protection of your lotus feet, who is not crushed in this world. Who in this world is not crushed by time. Everything is crushed by time. Right? Our body is growing. Means what? Time. Past, present, future. Where is your boyhood? Where is it? It's gone. It's gone. You get it back? You get it only if you take the next body, but not this time. The next one. Krishna is in control everything. He controls everything. Even the powerful demigods are controlled by Krishna. Everything. Therefore, it is said, not even a blade of grass moves without the sanction of Krishna. Not even a blade of grass moves. Everything is acting by Krishna's permission. Krishna's permission. Not by our permission. It is by Krishna's permission. Everything. So, Prabhupada concluded we should pray and follow Prahlad Maharaj's footsteps by surrendering to Krishna. If we want to save ourselves, we should surrender to Krishna as he requested. Therefore, I surrender fully unto you. Prahlad did not say, I give you 50%. And keeping 50% for someone. He said, fully, I surrender fully unto you. Because if we are not fully surrendered to Krishna, Krishna is not obliged. He is independent. He is not obliged. Fully independent, that is Krishna's position. Therefore, we should surrender to Krishna fully. Then Krishna will give himself fully. That is the process. The wheel of material miseries is also a creation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But He is not under the control of the material energy. Rather, he is a controller of the material energy. Whereas we, the living entities, are under its control. Every moment we are controlled. Every moment, every single moment, we are controlled by so many things. So many things. I have looked at devotees' palms. I have looked at devotees' palms. I have not seen a devotee's hand which is not in anxiety. I have not seen any single devotee's palm which is free from anxiety. And some might ask, why are you so disturbed? Because by these disturbances, you are reducing the duration of your life. Anxiety, tension reduces the duration of life. So many people are leaving the body before the time because of excessive anxiety. I'm talking about devotees because you are chanting Hare Krishna mantra. But you are full of anxieties. Why you are so much in anxiety? When you have the holy name, you have Krishna every day. We have so many things which majority of people does not have. But I have not seen a devotee's hand which is free from anxiety. Not anxiety, anxieties. Miseries. Why? Because we don't have faith in Krishna. We don't have faith Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We don't believe that He can protect me, He can help me, He has been helping me. We don't believe that theoretically, philosophically, we say all these empty things. We don't believe it ourselves. Our practice is not coming from the heart. So many speculations in the heart. Look at our scriptures, very clear. Look all our scriptures, very, very clear. Is it? Very clear. But the amount of confusion in our head is very, very high. Where is it coming from? See, our scriptures are very clean. Where our confusions are coming from?
Material education.
Krishna is the master of the illusory energy. He is the master, not the servant. He is the master of the energies that is controlling us because of our misbehavior. When we give up our constitutional position, Dhira Swarupa Hai, Krishnara Nitya Das, the Supreme Personality of Godhead created this material energy and her influence over the conditioned soul. This is our offense. Our offense, which makes all of us impotent, that the illusory energy controlling the spiritual energy. Our offense is this. We gave up our constitutional position as a servant of Krishna to play Krishna's part, which is not possible for anyone to play. It's a great offense. It's a great mistake we have made. We are under Krishna's spiritual energy. We are a spirit soul. We are Krishna's spiritual energy. Illusory energy of Krishna is material energy of Krishna. So we're supposed not to be controlled, but we are controlled by the illusory energy because we gave up our constitutional position as Krishna's eternal servant. This makes us impotent. That material energy is controlling us. I have given example many times. A pepper should not break iron. Iron should break the paper. Our situation is what? Paper is breaking iron. It's a misfortune. It's a misfortune. It is iron that should break the paper. Therefore, he is the supreme, and only he can deliver the conditioned soul from the onslaught of material nature. Mam eva ye propadyante, maya metam tarantite. Maya, the external energy, continuously imposes upon the conditioned souls the suffering of the threefold miseries of this material world. This is our situation in the material world. No one is free. No one is free. How is our body functioning? How is our body functioning? Our body. These bodies we are carrying, how is it functioning? How is our body functioning? How is it working?
Not how we want it.
Not as we want it. Full of diseases and miseries. Miserable every single moment. We're being crushed every single moment. There are billions of people in this world who cannot sleep without taking pills. Billions of people. They cannot sleep without pills. Sleeping pills. Why? Frustration. Frustration is too high. It's an unfortunate situation. It's unfortunate. The suffering is imposed on us. Bandha Anurupa of Brahma and Brahma Samhita. We are all imposed upon the result of our sinful activities. Karamani did the Hatu Kintucha Bhakti Bhajan. But the devotees' life, their activities is fried and grind that you never germinate again. Therefore, devotees should not be miserable as we are. We should be happy and satisfied. Being what we are presently means something is wrong somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere. The child of a rich man should not loiter in the street. Should be with the able father who can take care very nicely. Our supreme father is Krishna. Devotees are what? Mahatmanas to Mat Bharata Devim Prakriti Ashita. Devotees are under Krishna's internal energy. Therefore, our anxiety should be spiritual anxieties, not material anxiety. Material anxiety is unfortunate anxiety. We are imposed upon because we are not acting properly. So Prahlad Maharaj is offering himself, or he is teaching us what we should do. Therefore, in the previous verse, Prahlad Maharaj prayed to the Lord, but for you, for your Lordship, no one can save me. The same thing Arjun said, Bhagavad. Apart from you, I don't see any person capable of taking me out from my miseries. It's only you. Therefore, I'm approaching you because it is only you who can help me. Prahlad is doing the same thing. Arjun did in Bhagavad Gita. Prahlad is doing in Bhagavatam. Yes. I don't see anyone else who can help me because it is you who is free from the miseries that are tormenting everyone in this material world. You are free. You are the master of these miseries. So, taking shelter of you is intelligence. Prahlad Maharaj has also explained that a child's protectors, his parent, cannot save the child from the onslaught of birth and death. Nor can medicine and a physician save one from death. Nor can a boat or similar means of protection save a person drowning in the water. For everything is controlled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If a patient is dying, what will the doctor do? The patient is dying. Doctor is there with the medicine, with everything, but the patient is dying. We try our best. The operation is successful, but the patient dies. How is operation successful? We can give medicine, but Krishna cures. That's what they say. They are hanging their fault on Krishna. Do they give the money to Krishna? We give medicine, but God cures. But they give the money to Krishna. The money is the person. God cures, not me. I only give you medicine. Cheating. This is cheating. Of all the people in this world, divorces is more within the doctors than all the others. Divorce. Yes. More than others. Doctors. Go and check. Ask them. Why are you the best? Because they have been used to the body. They have been used to the body. Everything has a consequence. They are used to the body, not the soul. Therefore, suffering humanity must surrender to Krishna as Krishna himself demands in the last instruction of Bhagavad Gita, 1866. Sarva dharman parityajya Mamekam saranam braja aham tvam sarva pavebhyo mokshayishyami masuchaha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. Do we have examples of people who have been delivered by Krishna? When they surrender to him? Do we have? We have many. So is it not sufficient reason for us to give ourselves to Krishna? Right? Is it not? But why are we not doing?
Because we have food. Because we have foods.
Why are we not doing? Well, we have seen so many examples.
Krishna might not help me, he help them, but he will not help me. No faith.
Yeah, there's no faith. No faith. That was 5,000 years ago. This time is different. There's no more God. That's a history. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I have so many instances I can count that God didn't help me. I have many. I've been praying since to give me billions and never get it. I want to be a billionaire so I can build big temple for Krishna. If you get money, you will never build temple for Krishna. Yes, even if we think that, yes, I prayed, it didn't answer. Krishna have answered. How did he answer? This is not good for you. As a responsible father, I will not give it now until you become a responsible child. We don't hear that. We don't hear that. Krishna is not demigods. He's a different person. Demigods, you ask something, either it is good for you or not, they will give it to you because you are in moderation for them. Krishna will not give you something when he sees that that will add to your problem. Krishna will not give it because he is a father. He cares. The foolish person would, yeah, I prayed for a long time. I'm not getting the answer. Who told you you didn't get the answer? It is you who did not hear the answer that Krishna has given. All of human society must take advantage of this offer and thus be saved by Krishna from the danger of being crushed by the wheel of time, the wheel of past, present, and future. The word nispi diamanam, being crushed, is very significant. Every living entity in a material condition is actually being crushed again and again. And to be saved from this position, one must take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We have made a lot of effort to come so far before Krishna, yet we're still far away from Krishna. Still very far away from Krishna. Every single practice, every single thing we do, external. Bhakti is missing. Bhakti is missing. All externals. The result is what we are still feeling, that we are still full of material anxieties. My wife, my husband, my prestige, my house, my relatives, my body, my health, my position, my money, my friendship, everything. It is a concern. When we were in the womb, helplessly lying there, who takes care of us? Who take care and maintain? Who? Huh? Who? Krishna. Now we are outside, so he cannot protect us. He cannot maintain us. Huh? Yes. When we are helpless, he protected. Now we're grown up, he cannot help. We have become bigger than Krishna now, so as a baby, yeah, it is still within his reach. Now we are big, so he doesn't have power again to help us. What kind of consciousness is that? What kind of consciousness? Ma Sutaha, Krishna said. Prabhupada said we should take this offer. We should take advantage of this offer. Which offer? Surrender to Krishna without fear. We should surrender to Krishna. Krishna, I am yours. And Krishna said, that very moment you are mine. Not the next minute, the very moment you are mine. How long does it take us to say that? How long does it take? Second. Why are we not saying it? We still want to be the master. We are not tired of suffering yet. That's what it means. We are not tired. The word prapanam is also very significant. For unless one fully surrenders to the Supreme Lord, one cannot be saved from being crushed. A criminal is put in prison and punished by the government. But the same government, if it lies, can release the criminal from imprisoned life. Yes, Krishna can release us any moment. Any moment you like, Krishna can release us. Any moment. If you tell him, I am yours today, I am yours, Krishna will release us from the prison house. Similarly, we must know conclusively that our material condition of suffering has been allotted to us by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if we want to be saved from this suffering, we must appeal to the Supreme Controller. Thus, one can be saved from this material condition. Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki Jai. Srila Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Comments or questions? Okay, thank you. Any comments or questions? Oh, I'm not hearing. What am I?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please, can you hear me Maharaj?
Yes, now I can hear. I was not hearing before.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please
hear.
accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Prabhupada.
Thank you.
Thank you so much Maharaj for a wonderful class, and I think it's very clear that just surrender to Krishna, otherwise, and he will protect you, and just say, I'm yours. Thank you so much Maharaj. I'm trying to see if there is any raised hands or questions.
Radha Jyoti Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Thank you for allowing me to ask the question. Hare Krishna, His Holiness. Please accept my most humble obeisances at your lotus feet.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Maharaji, I have a question. We have limitations in our senses. We have limitations in our thoughts, feelings, and in our devotion that we are trying to do, which is very negligible when we hear more about Lord. So my question to you is, what happens to the non-devotees? Why they are intelligent, they are more superior in their doing their professional work, but they are not convinced by the presence of the Lord. So when we become devotee, or when we come to know about Krishna, we understand more about the Lord's presence, but there is no significant role of Lord in their life. So what exactly happens? Why they are so much dwelt into the non-existence of Lord? Could you please explain in the terms of layman? I just wanted to know.
Thank you. Thank you. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said, Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Bhakti Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. Brahmanda Brahmite. Conditioned souls have been wandering in the whole universe, Brahmanda. Be going round, Bhutva, Praliyate, going up and coming down, different species of life, taking different species. Guru Krishna Prasad. When one becomes Bhagya, what is that? When one meets with a spiritual master, that is Bhagya, fortune. Means for those who have not come to Krishna consciousness yet, means we are not yet fortunate. When one becomes fortunate, we will take to Krishna consciousness, we will meet with a bona fide spiritual master who will connect us, and under his guidance, his training, we will get our maladies rectified. Like a doctor removing the disease from the patient, the spiritual doctor will remove the disease which is in our head and our heart from time immemorial. He will remove that. For the disciples who are free from duplicity, who are very, very sincere and obedient to the teaching, the training of the spiritual master. When we are coming on the way back to our place after our parikrama, one devotee asked me, 10th canto, Bhagavatam canto, 10 chapter 18, text 22. We have 22 also today. No, it's 22. The Sukadev Goswami is telling Parikshit Maharaj, a bona fide guru will reveal confidential topics to a bona fide disciple. So the devotee was asking me, I don't understand, there's no purport there, what does it mean? So I was telling him, this is the duty of a spiritual master, right? You see it? 10, 13, 22. So I told him, Parikshit Maharaj is a bona fide disciple. Therefore, his guru wants to reveal confidential things. Things which are very confidential means they are not be given to everybody. But the guru will give it to a bona fide disciple. That means Parikshit Maharaj is bona fide disciple. Therefore, his guru wants to reveal confidential things to him. That's what it means. But not to a deceitful disciple. Not to a crooked disciple. But a gentle disciple.
10:30 is not a
13. So, when a devotee becomes fortunate, we will meet with a bona fide spiritual master, and if we expand our fortune by listening to the training, the teaching the spiritual master is giving, we'll become pure devotee, and he will send us back to Krishna. The spiritual master has the power to reveal that.
I see. 10, 13, 22. This is the 13th chapter of the 10th canto.
Yeah, let me see. So, why people have not come to Krishna consciousness? Why people have not come to Krishna consciousness? Lord Krishna also explained in Bhagavad Gita, Aham Sarvasya Parvamata Sarvam Paravadati Iti Matva Bhajanti Mam Buddha Bhava Samadhita. I go with all the paraphernalia that belongs to me. Iti Matva Bhajanti Man. Those who knows me as such, what would they do? They worship me. How do they worship me? Samadhita, with one pointed attention. If we have fortune, we will take to Krishna consciousness. And we shouldn't, the network is cut off. Okay. Disconnected. Steady. Disconnected. Do you understand? You understand? We become devotee by fortune, not by piety. Piety cannot make one a devotee. One becomes devotee by good fortune. A good fortune.
Recording in progress.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Maharaj is back.
I'm sorry for the disconnection. The light is off. Yes, I've done it. Yes, sorry for that. Our light went off, so we disconnected. Yes, so we will become a devotee by good fortune. By fortune. By fortune. When one is very fortunate, take to Krishna. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if I don't show my mercy to somebody, even if I'm standing before the person face to face, he will never understand me. Fortune. Fortune. And Krishna will reveal everything. He will bring us to Krishna consciousness. And more than this is we who have come inside. What are we doing with the Krishna? We should talk more about ourselves. Because we have been fortunate to come here, so we should talk about ourselves. It is not selfishness. It is not selfishness. If we are hypocrites, we cannot convince any person to become a devotee. If we ourselves are not enjoying our Krishna consciousness, we cannot convince someone to take to Krishna consciousness. We will convince someone to become Krishna conscious when we ourselves are convinced about what we're doing. When we're happy about what we're doing, we share it with people and people will feel it. So the Prophet was able to capture people because he has compassion for others. And he believed, he was very convinced about what is given to us. Stick to this process, your life will be successful. Sorry, you went off. You went
13.3.
no.
13.3.
Oh yes, sorry, thank you. Sorry, yeah. It's 10:13:3. Right. O King, kindly hear me with great attention. Canto 10, chapter 13, text 3. Although the activities of the Supreme Lord are very confidential, no ordinary man being able to understand them. I shall speak about them to you, disciples, even subject matters that are very confidential and difficult to understand. So devotee asked me, I don't understand this. There's no purport here. I said, yes. Sukadev Goswami want to reveal confidential things. That is his duty as a spiritual master to a bona fide disciple, because he's not deceitful, because he's straightforward, because he's a simple person. Therefore, Guru has the responsibility to reveal confidential things to a bona fide disciple. That's the duty of a Guru. Even though it is confidential, he will give it also to a confidential devotee, disciple. Yes. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you for asking us that question.
Raj, can I read that question, Raj?
Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisance for your reverent feet. Krishna had plenary portions like Baladeva, Sankarsana and all, and we are parts of Krishna. Then how we came from Krishna? How it is different?
If I understand it. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
I'm asking like how is like Krishna staying in social environment as compared to Narayan and India and Vishnu, how would we say that this is part of Krishna, part and parcel of Krishna, then how?
Okay, according to Can you hear me? Hare Hare Krishna. Okay. 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 Lord Krishna has. Let me answer this one first. Let me finish with this. Lord Krishna has different expansions. Swamsa. Swamsa means himself. Himself is expanding. Swamsa. And Bibinamsa. Bibinamsa is we. We are considered separated from Krishna. But Krishna himself is different. the expansions of Krishna himself, they are in Vishnu forms. They are unlimited. Unlimited. That is himself. Krishna, the Krishna said, Eko Bahu Shami. Let me become many. For what? I want to enjoy myself. Enjoyment. So Krishna expanded all of us, the Vivinamsas, to give him service. So the word constitutional position is used. Constitution means what? What that object is made of. So our constitution, we are made of service mentality for Krishna, for his enjoyment. Our eternal for his enjoyment. That is what we are made of. So we are different from Krishna because we are the servant. The Swamsas are to receive service from the Divinamsas. That is our relationship. Denying Krishna of our service carries a heavy consequences that we were discussing before. That has made us impotent. That we have come under the inferior energy of Krishna. Although we are superior energy of Krishna, but we have come under the inferior energy of Krishna because of this offense. We have to serve Krishna. That is how Krishna has arranged everything. Here in the material world also, right? We have our own biological children. They are different. They are different from our servant, although we are all living entities. Our biological children, family members are different from the other living entities who are serving us. Does it make sense?
Because we see that in ISKCON also, there are many people who are also changing the messages of Srila Prabhupada, and sometimes I have some disrespect for them in the heart, but I know I have to clearly solve this. But then how to just deal with it? I want to clear that. I don't want to just be having this on my mind, having envy on my mind, but how to deal with it, Maharaj?
Thank you. Thank you for your question. In this material world, certified as a place of duality. That is how the scripture describes this place, the place of duality, dualities. We don't expect that a criminal will behave properly. Otherwise, he will not be labeled a criminal. He will be called a good citizen, not a deviant. So that is our situation, that a lot of deviants or criminals are here. But we should know what brought us to Krishna consciousness. We should know what is the goal, what is the goal of our Krishna consciousness. What has brought us to Krishna consciousness? It is here, in this Krishna consciousness movement. It is here. If we know the goal, the importance of knowing the goal is that we will not be distracted from the goal. If we know the goal, we will not be distracted. If we don't know the goal, we will be distracted. And there are thousands of distractions for those who are distracted. So it is very important for us to know the goal of our Christian consciousness. Why am I here in this movement? What has brought me here? This to be clearly defined in Christian consciousness. Sri Prabhupada knows the goal of his Christian consciousness. So many distractions, but he maintained his Christian consciousness because he knows the goal. So similarly, if we know the goal, all these distractions will become a stepping stone for us to achieve the goal. If we don't know the goal, the distraction will be a stumbling block. Stumbling blocks. One of my music heroes, not a devotee, it's a music hero, he said, don't make the system make you break the law. Don't make the system make you break the law. You understand? Means so many people will do wrong thing. So many people will do the wrong thing. Don't become distracted by the wrong things people are doing. You should not also join them. Don't join them. You should stand aside. If you go to a market to buy something, you have something you're going to buy in your mind, right? If you go to the market, is that the only thing you find in the market?
No.
Eh? Or is that the first thing you see when you go to the market? If you buy them and come back home, what will happen to you? You will not be happy because you didn't buy what took you to the market. So if one is intelligent, search for the things you have gone to the market for, buy it and come back home and be happy. Do you get the analogy? The Christian consciousness, it is available and miserable. So they said, monk anyway. Monkeys, beware. It is not true. Prabhupada said you cannot buy ticket for Calcutta and go to Bombay. If you want to go to Bombay, you buy ticket for Bombay. You want to go way is a way. That is a monkey's way. Don't be a monkey. You should be an intelligent person who knows where he's going. There are many distractions in this world. This is a place for distractions. Let us be focused by knowing the goal. Feeding stones. If you don't know the goal, distraction will be stumbling blocks. Does it make sense? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Heartfelt gratitude at your lotus feet and His Holiness. I have been hearing your japa playlist also, and thank you so much for your teachings. And for all the examples and the stories that you give from life experiences, it really helps to understand what exactly is going through in day out, how we behave. Thank you so much. And for the teachings that you have given today, that the distractions are the stepping stones. Thank you as the strength. Thank you so much.
Please remain. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yes. Yes.
Just a small comment.
After.
You mentioned about doing the right thing. So the other day I read something that was a quote. I don't remember if it's by someone. It was saying the wrong thing is a wrong thing even if everyone is doing it, and the right thing is the right thing even if no one does it.
Thank you. Yes, what's the question? Thank you.
Question from Haridina Mataji. She's perpetual question is, her perpetual question is, some devotees have full faith and are very surrendered to Guru, Sadhu and Krishna. But their dealings with devotees is very painful. So, are they advanced in Bhakti and can they be leaders in our society?
Where's the quote for today? It's the purpose quote. Can you find it? This today's quote, the purpose quote. Today's quote is about leader. You see?
It's not readable much. Can I read it? It's all blank.
Yes. Prabhupada said, July 27, 1973, a leader must be peaceful, self-controlled, austere, pure, tolerant, honest, wise, learned, and religious. He's a leader. If one does not have this quality, should not be a leader. According to Sir Prabhupada, I've said before that when we look at our scriptures, everything is very, very clear. When we look at our personal activities full of duplicity and making things very difficult. I have not seen such a high level of compassion some devotees. Confusion, the level of confusion in our consciousness. One get wonder, is not this book we are reading every day? It's a different book we are reading in our consciousness. See what Prabhupada said. One who has this quality will be a well-wisher of the people whom is leading. And this person, a leader, cannot abuse any of the citizens or the disciples or devotees. He will take care. We didn't hear Prabhupada abusing and exploiting any person. We didn't hear that. Nor any of our acharyas. We didn't hear that. But we who said we are followers are doing this. So we are disgrace to this community, this Vaishnava community. It's a disgrace. Let us be leaders who have vision to all of us who are trying to follow. All right? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
There is sloka and purport that Sadharman Pratyajamami Prasanam Aham Tinsa Papilina. And you said that it takes second to just surrender. Just takes second to surrender. Krishna, just I am yours. There is no problem in this. But we see that we have some propensity from the previous life, from the past sanskars. So we would be surrender. And what is the difference between that? Because just saying just I am yours is not fully. But how to just apply it also in our life? It's a short video.
It's not talking.
Cry before Krishna. Oh Krishna, I am your Lord. Jai Jai Jai, Jai Jai Jai, Jai Jai Jai, Vrindavan. Jai Jai Bhakti, Jai Jai Swami, Jai 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 Vrindavan. Cry and say, Hare Krishna, Anita Baba. Oh Krishna, I am your Lord. I am your servant. But I am completely done here. In this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence.
I want to put it here. That's why I put it here.
It's saying about surrender and crying. I am yours. I can send this video if you want.
Surrender has 6 qualities. When you say I'm surrendered, it's not just a word. It's like when you said, this is an engineer. The qualities that make someone to be certified an engineer. Qualities. So also when we said, I'm surrendered, open 1866. When we say I'm surrendered, there's 6 qualities. I have said many times, I'm still saying, we say so many things we don't understand. We don't understand what we're doing. That's the problem. A famous verse which Prabhupada also quoted in the verse we're treating today. Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Saranam Praja Aham Tvam Sarva Paribhyo Moksha Sami Masucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. And Prabhupada has quoted, Anukulyasya Sankalpa Partikulasya Varajanam Rakshishya Titi Vishwaso Goptritve Varanam Tata Atmanishepa Karpanya Sadvidha Sarana Gati. 6 qualities. A devotee or person is considered surrender when we see these 6 qualities. Of course, 2 of these qualities is for kanista. This is what we are doing every day. Keep away from regulation principle and chant 16 run. How do you call it? How do you call that? Do's and don'ts. Yama and niyama. This is what we are struggling with. Yama and niyama. The things you should do and the things you shouldn't do. This is what we are struggling. Look at our life very carefully. I've been saying something, we don't understand what we're doing. Look at where we are. We are still struggling with what? Yama and niyama. This is what we are still struggling with. So where are we? Kanista. Is it clear? I'm asking you, is it clear? This is where we are. We're still dealing with two things. We have not gone above it yet. 4 is for Madhyam Bhakta, 6 is for Uttam Bhakta. We're still dealing with 2 for all these years. Is it not? I said before, when we read our scripture, everything is very clear. But look at our dealings, our activities, is very, very disturbing. Why? Kanista. We are still with Niyama, Yama, and Niyama. The do's and the don'ts. Is it difficult to understand we are confused and bewildered? Because this is a Kanista platform. You understand? This is where we are. According to the devotional process, one should simply accept such religious principle that will lead ultimately to the service of the Lord. One may perform a particular occupational duty according to his position in the social order. But if by executing his duty, one does not come to the point of Krishna consciousness, all his activities are in vain. Anything that does not lead to the professional stage of Krishna consciousness should be avoided. One should be confident that in all circumstances, Krishna will protect him from all difficulties. There is no need of thinking how one should keep the body and soul together. Krishna will see to that. One should always think himself helpless and should consider Krishna the only basis for his progress in life. As soon as one seriously engages himself in devotional service to the Lord, in full Krishna consciousness at once, he becomes freed from all contamination of material nature. Does it make sense? Huh? Does it make sense for us? We are still dealing with Yama, Niyama. Are we surprised we are foolish and still foolish and confused? It is good that we should know who we are. We have been saying this since. We should know where we are so that we can know to prepare for where we want to go. Right? Hare Krishna.
One point it said that it said helpless. One should consider oneself helpless. So one could be a lazy person and say, "Oh, I am so helpless," and just not do anything whole day. So how to distinguish that we are helpless or we are lazy?
Being helpless is different from laziness. And one should not be too humble. Too humble. Prabhu, can you take this boat? No, I'm too humble. I don't want to touch the boat. I'm too humble. I cannot be to carry this boat. I don't want to. It may drop my hand, Prabhu. I'm too humble. No. Who is me to carry this such a great book? Who is me to touch such a great book? No, Prabhu. I'm nothing, Prabhu. No. This book is too. No, Prabhu. It's too high for me to touch it. That is not humility. That is foolishness. That is foolishness. Will you say that, Prabhu? No, I'm too humble to take this prasad. Oh, prasad is too pure. No. Who is me to honor this? No. You will say like that? That is foolishness. Tamas. That is tamas. Foolishness. It's not humility. When Prahlad Maharaj prayed to Lord Nrsimhadev, I'm not qualified for the service. He said, but if you kindly give me service, by doing this service, I will become purified to do the service. Prahlad Maharaj didn't say, no, I'm not qualified, no service. He didn't say that. We should be very, very humble that we should do our services nicely. That is humility. Thank you.
Gurudev, there is one photo in your room which says we can be empowered even if we are not able to do something. If we pray seriously, we can be empowered. If we can pray, I don't remember the real line. It was when your sannyas ceremony photo under. Can we really be helpless? If that is the thing, we can be empowered to do anything. Then can we really be helpless, or it is just a mind?
Yes, all our acharyas pray like that. We are helpless. I'm helpless. Please help me. Helpless means I cannot do it. Only if you empower me, then I'll be able to do something. That is helplessness. Yes. And we should feel like that before our masters. We should feel helpless and beg for mercy. That you will get it. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, all glories assembled in Jesus. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, and Singh Maharaj ki jai.